Sarah, we're looking at a case from 2004 when two Navy pilots flying off the USS Nimitz caught the now infamous Tic Tac UFO on cockpit cameras, flying in a way that no human-designed aircraft possibly could. And it was declared legitimate by the Pentagon. So how do we move this case forward?
Well, the thing is, every time someone's tried to solve this case, they've spoken to the same people. So the best thing we can do, Craig, is speak to someone else. Speak to a new witness and try and get a new account about this. So I've got here Jason Turner. He was aboard the USS Princeton, which is alongside the Nimitz in 2004.
Hi, Jason. Craig and Sarah here. How are you?
Good, guys. How are you?
US Navy Petty Officer Jason Turner was on active duty on the missile cruiser USS Princeton when radar technicians noticed ghost tracks of mysterious objects appearing on their radar screen over an entire week. Their speed so impossible, it prompted a full recalibration of the radar equipment to see if it had somehow developed a fault. But still the objects continued to appear. This is the rarely told background event that prompted the scrambling of fighter jets to intercept the Tic Tac, which appears to be just one of a fleet. And when the footage landed back on deck, Jason became an unwitting, crucial witness, and he's prepared to share his story with us.
Actually, we really didn't know much about it. It was pretty much kept on lockdown for, I don't know, 2 days. So yeah, I had traveled up to the ship signal exploitation space and was going to take some parts there, and saw a video playing of basically what we had been, the chatter around the ship had been about was a UFO.
How many people were watching with you, Jason? And did the guys with the guns see what were going on?
You have to remember there are over 4,000 people on the carrier, and we had at least 400 people on our ship. And then there were 2 more ships in the battle group that were participating at this time. So there were quite a lot of eyes on this thing.
Can you describe what you saw? Because we see these radar images, we see these camera images, but what did you see firsthand?
So the video that you see now is a lot more grainy. It's worse than it was back in 2004. Initially, you could see the object. It had no identifying marks. It had no wings. It had no propulsion system, but it did have 2 what looked like antennae that were sticking out of the bottom of it. Beyond that, there was really not much to describe on what it looked like other than a Tic Tac.
And how was it moving? Was it moving really erratically?
And not initially on the video, it wasn't. And then it would move it would go from point A to point B, no acceleration, no deceleration, and just excel and stop.
Well, aircraft designed by humans don't do that, do they?
No.
And does it concern you that we don't know what this is?
It does, because if it's someone else's technology and we don't understand it, we're behind the 8 ball.
The fact that you would be able to witness this means that there's definitely a scare on board if people are like looking at it closely in front of people that maybe shouldn't have been seeing what's going on.
You know, it was just happenstance that I was there. I was one of the lucky ones who got to see it and kind of went under the radar. No pun intended.
We've only seen a very short, grainy snippet of this Tic Tac. How long was the original video, the much clearer video that you saw?
So yeah, the original video was about 7 to 10 minutes. And it looped once while I was in there. It was on a loop.
Wow, so we've only seen a very small bit of that. Did anything happen in the bits that we haven't seen that were surprising?
Yeah, just the way that the Tic Tac actually maneuvered, you don't get to see the full detail in the video that's been released.
If we saw the full video, would we be more scared?
Well, the Department of Defense had recently come out after people had done open record requests, and they admitted that there is more video, but they're not going to release it due to national security.
Do you have any idea what it is that you saw?
No, but I would like to get answers to it. I think we all would. And you know, if it's not our technology, if it's not from this world, then we've got a lot of learning to do.